It's day number 4 of the California Mid-State Fair. Adam and Jeremy, the Cork Dorks, broadcasting live every single day here tomorrow. Keep in mind, our 4 to 7 broadcast will be preempted to 3 to 6 for the Get Crafty competition. This is a craft cocktails competition where we'll take 9 of the best mixologists on the Central Coast. We match them with some of the award-winning spirits of the craft spirits competition. So if you are like Jeremy and I and you love your cocktails, tomorrow is the day to show up. They will be bringing out all the stops, and you can have the same opportunity to taste the drinks that the judges are tasting. To my right, your left, right on that concrete promenade, they have a whole setup. $30. I mean, I don't know where you can taste for $30, 9 cocktails.
9 cocktails. Yeah, I know.
I
keep wanting to say 30 cocktails as well. That'd be a lot of trouble. But 9 cocktails, $30 is Eventbrite and a Mid-State Fair. And I'm really hoping that we see a Bloody Mary in there. But we'll
no one's going to do a Bloody Mary. When you're doing mixology,
Bloody Marys are the best.
I do love Bloody Marys, but you're not going to
say guilty pleasure, man.
I know. There's no way you're going to see a Bloody Mary in a cocktail competition. I'm just saying.
It's like a meal in a glass.
I do know.
Well, you know what? No, we actually saw one the first year or the second year.
It's not going to happen.
And they had sea salt. They had seawater from Cayucas.
That was pretty crazy.
You could do like heirloom tomatoes.
It was beautiful.
But we've seen crazy cocktails where like the guy delivered. He had an atrium and he had like the Big Sur like climate in a bowl, and he had like this fog and steam, and then it was what people come up with. These guys are nuts. They're half crazy. So the stuff they come up with is super interesting, and you're going to have a chance to taste those cocktails tomorrow.
Entertaining too.
So yeah, go to midstatefair.com, or like Jeremy said, go to eventbrite.com. Just click in Get Crafty. It'll link you up to get tickets. MCV Wines, Matt Velarde's the proprietor. He's the winemaker sitting in the middle of the Cork Dorks right now. And I understand you got this winemaker dinner coming up. Chef Mike Zimmerly, who is he's your brother-in-law, but he's a fantastic chef. I've been to some of your winemaker dinners, and you are actually going to be giving tickets away to this dinner for free. And really, it's a really easy score. How do people win these tickets?
All you have to do is come by the winery and take a selfie at our selfie frame, MCV, at MCV, whatever, and then follow us on Instagram, share your pictures, send your pictures to us. Come on by.
So even if you're just taking a picture at home with your bottle, that could be fine.
As long as you have a bottle of MCV, it's fine.
All right,
we're happy with that, too. We just want some kind of a selfie with MCV. Post it up, show us the love, and we will do a drawing next Sunday at 6 p.m., and 2 tickets to our winemaker dinner.
Yeah, grab that menu. Let's talk about that a little bit. I saw that we were going to do some seared scallop lollipops.
When I heard scallop lollipops and what kind of sauce you say?
So we're going to do
Bacon
the rosé
jam?
we started with up here. We're going to do seared scallop lollipop with a tomato bacon jam.
Good God.
Yeah.
That sounds like salvation.
You know what would be really good with that? Bloody Mary.
Yeah, right, for real. You're right on that.
There you go.
No, okay, and then what's the next course?
And then with our Sauv Blanc, we're going to do a grilled octopus with mango, pomegranate, citrus, avocado, pickled shallots, and micro herbs.
Octopus was one of those things
amazing.
where before I kind of like stepped out and tried new things, octopus would have sounded disgusting. I'm like, tentacles? Like, yikes, no, hell no. And then I tried it one time. I think I got sucked into it, or maybe I had too many drinks. Octopus isn't bad.
It's amazing.
Adam was my oyster buddy for a long time. We'd go to a lot of these wine events, so there's sparkling wines there. They got oysters on the half shells running around. I love them. He was like, yeah, that's not my thing. I'm like, well, tonight you're going to – I was like, okay, so we had a deal. So he would go get a couple, so I always got double. But now the guy started eating them, and so now he likes them. He's got the bug as well.
I've refined my palate.
Yeah, so now I've lost my oyster buddy. But
we did a.
But I'm glad somebody else is enjoying the treasure from the sea.
We did a winemaker dinner one time with Chef Mike, and the initial amuse-bouche was he made a seafood tower of oysters with his own house-made mignon with caviar.
Yeah.
Ooh. And we paired that with an English sparkling wine.
Yeah,
it was.
Good. That does sound pretty nice.
That does sound yummy.
Fantastic.
So, and then let's keep working through this menu. By the way, the winemaker dinner, mcvwines.com if you want to find out more about it.
Definitely check it out. We're going to do, for the main course, we are doing a grass-fed Wagyu New York medallion. We're pairing that with an 1105.
Which is what we have in the glass now.
The 1105
That's the flagship wine.
We're either doing this exact wine we have in the glass, or we're going to do the 13, but it's going to be a library 1105, so you can really see how well the wines age.
Let's pause on this for a minute and talk about the 1105. This is the first wine Matt ever made, and we were talking about earlier, are you a better winemaker today? And, of course, as you do something, you get better at it.
Well, think about listening to our radio air checks when we first started radio. They're horrible. Like, I want to throw up every time I listen to my voice.
You know what we're going to do one day
on
the Liquid Lunch? We're going to bring those in. You and I are going to bring those in, and we're going to each play one segment from
I
when we
literally
were
can't,
19 years old trying to do this.
I can't even stand listening to myself on the radio back in the day. It's horrible.
But anyways, this is a really special wine to you because obviously this is just the first wine you made in Paso Robles. Kind of take us back to that year. Where were you at? What brought you to Paso? How did you get into Petite Sirah?
So I actually started that year in Napa, working in Napa, and I had hurt myself. I blew out my knee, and they replaced me at the winery I was working at, and I ended up driving back down to Paso Robles and buying Petite Sirah. And
where were you going to make it? Obviously you'd figured that out.
Yeah, I did on the drive home.
Yeah. So on the drive from Napa,
everything happened.
You called
like,
somebody like, "Hey, you got any space?"
Everything. Exactly.
Can I use your equipment?
Well, I was calling people like Josh Beckett and Kevin Sass trying to find a job and this and that, and then I found some fruit actually from Rosen, which the Petite Sirah will have here, and then I found a facility to make it at, and we just kind of away we went. And
all right, let's get into the next one.
Sure.
This is the 17. This is where this wine has come today. I really liked it.
Well, this is the Rosewood Petite. So
Petite Sirah can be kind of big and angular. He does a really nice job of rounding those edges, balancing this thing out, and making it just a really approachable wine, which is not easy to do. And, I mean, without giving away all your secrets, I mean, what are some of the bullet points into making a Syrah that is so approachable like this?
So I make this Petite Sirah by I actually make this one very much like a cab, and so a little bit longer cold soaks, very aggressive mixes during fermentation. It really kind of very aggressive mixes during fermentation, and then I do an extended maceration. So after it's done fermenting, I leave it touching the skins for a while.
That's
and that
maceration on the skins.
Extended maceration, and that's really kind of binds the tannins together, gives you these really smooth, supple, long chain tannins that are not aggressive. They're
How
very
important
balanced.
is oak in this program?
This is about 70% New French oak.
I think it was really cool that you talked about that you make it kind of like a cab, because when you talk about a big red wine, for a lot of folks, a cab is something that they can associate and create some relation towards. So what would a cab drinker, someone who goes to the store and buys a Cabernet Sauvignon, what would they like about a Petite Sirah?
On the palate, it kind of functions in a similar way to cab, which is why I say make it like a cab. It's very elongated. It's not, in your face. It's not overpowering. It's not like, a typical Petite Sirah where it's like fruit, mineral, punch you in the face. This one's very elongated. And so you're sipping it, and you're tasting it, and you get, some fruit notes, some minerality, and then you get spice and herbs and, coffee and chocolate and tobacco and leather. And it's just this really elongated, smooth palate. And when you taste a really high-end, cab, it functions the same way. It kind of flows across your tongue, flows across your palate in a really elongated way.
These are really nice. The 1105. This is a blend with Petite Sirah. It's got some Grenache and.
This is what you poured.
You poured the Petite Sirah, Jeremiah. This is the Petite Sirah.
Oh, I thought we were drinking the 1105.
Yeah, you grabbed this one. It's okay.
Oh.
I was going with you, man.
That is really good.
Okay.
That is really good.
Are you sure? I could have swore I saw 1105 on there. All right, we're here at the California Mid State Fair. We got Matt Villard hanging out with us. We'll get into some more of these Petite Sirahs coming up here.
Imagine my surprise.